time for the top 10. Let's have some fun here before a three-day weekend. Last couple minutes of trading. Gap falling 2% after the company forecast annual profit that trailed the analysts' estimates. Gap is looking to draw shoppers with discounts amid elevated unemployment and slower economic growth.
All right, well, it's come really rough day for Sears, number 9. Shares are down 14%, dropping the most, most in 6 months. The retailer posting a larger than expected loss for the first quarter on slumping sales. Sears also announcing that it's considering selling its protection agreement business in an ongoing effort to raise some cash.
At number 8, we got a riser for you. Valeant is up 13% after Bloomberg News learned that the drug maker is close to buying Bausch & Lomb. That's the eye care company owned by private equity firm Warburg Pincus. The deal said to be valued at about $9 billion. That, according to a person familiar with the talks.
And at number 7, we've got 2 software makers. SAP down more than 3%, as well as Jive Software up 5%. SAP has ended talks to buy Jive, according to people familiar with the matter. SAP is said to have decided Jive's products overlap too much with its own products and that it wouldn't add enough market share.
Coming in number 6 is News Corp. Shares are up about 0.5%. The media company, set to split into 2 this June, has announced a new slate of board members for each of those units. News Corp also announcing a $500 million buyback fund for the publishing business.
At number 5 is Abercrombie & Fitch, down 8%, although that's actually a smaller decline than earlier today. The teen retailer is cutting its annual profit forecast and says comparable store sales will be lower for the remainder of the year. Abercrombie has been fighting off the backlash from comments made by CEO Mike Jeffries 7 years ago during an interview with Salon.com. Guys, they resurfaced recently. Abercrombie, though, is blaming the shortfall in the first quarter on inventory management issues, not anything to do with its brand. They say the traffic was okay. It was just they couldn't get the product into the stores.
Couldn't get the product into the stores.
Although if you looked at their ads, you wouldn't know what they were selling.
Well, they don't have any product. That's the point. They don't sell product, all right? Those guys should be wearing shirts. They should be selling shirts. Maybe then they'd actually make their numbers. They don't sell enough shirts. That's the problem.
They're selling an 8-pack and good hair, apparently, from those ads, right?
Yeah, apparently lots of cologne as well. All right, let's talk about KKR. Shares of the private equity giant are up nearly 1%. KKR and Silver Lake and other PE player have made a separate bid, a number of bids now for Hulu, according to people with knowledge of the situation. We learned last hour that Yahoo has also joined the growing bidding war for the internet TV service.
All right, coming in at number 3, I'm looking at Pandora falling 4%, even though the internet radio pioneer reported mobile revenue that nearly doubled in the first quarter. Pandora says its 40-hour monthly listening cap on mobile devices has helped curb music costs while its audience continues to grow.
And number 2 is Google. It's down a little more than 1%. The tech giant said to be considering buying map software provider Waze, W-A-Z-E. This move could set up a bidding war with Facebook as both companies beef up efforts to port customers on the go.
And our number 1 stock of the day with just 30 seconds until the closing bell. We are talking about Procter & Gamble. Shares are up 4% today. The consumer products maker bringing back its former CEO, A.G. Lafley, to run the company. Lafley gained a reputation for pushing innovation at P&G during his original 9-year tenure as CEO. Curious, at JCPenney, they did the same thing. They booted out Ron John. They brought in the old guy. Now they're doing the same thing at Procter & Gamble.